Do you think we'll hear wedding bells anytime soon?
They have everything all settled.
One thing everyone totally sidestepped that truly touched Travis's heart is something his mom Donna didn't do, which is donning her split Chiefs-Eagles jersey to Super Bowl 2025. Travis Kelce was hoping we wouldn't see his mom wearing the now famous half-and-half Chiefs-Eagle jersey again when the Chiefs faced the Eagles in the 2025 Super Bowl. At a press conference, Travis joked that he hoped she wouldn't pull that out this time, considering how much the Eagles fanbase had reeled in his family. He was betting Donna would be decked out in Chiefs red with everyone else except Jason and Kylie supporting the Chiefs too. Donna did make a splash back in 2023 when she wore that split jersey, matching it with a custom denim jacket, Vans, and earrings. It was so iconic that she even re-wore it in Hallmark's Holiday Touchdown, filmed at the Chiefs Arrowhead Stadium. And while Donna's appearances may be causing whispers, the fans are yearning for a glimpse of their favorite couple, but it's unlikely, given what's in place to keep their outings under wraps. With the Eras Tour wrapped up and the next NFL season still a few months away, Taylor and Travis finally have some downtime. Whether they're in Nashville, New York, or elsewhere, eventually they'll find themselves back in Kansas City. But when they do, you won't be spotting them out and about easily. Taylor has become a regular at Chiefs home games, and when she's not showing off her kitchen skills, according to Travis, they love hitting up some of his favorite Kansas City restaurants. But don't expect them to be just another couple enjoying dinner with the crowd. There's a plan for that, and it includes strict rules. Taylor's security calls ahead to request a private room and asks the staff not to approach or ask for photos if they're not directly serving the couple. It's all about privacy, and given Taylor's history of being super gracious with her fans, it makes sense they'd want to carve out some quiet time without the spotlight. It wasn't always like this for Travis, though. Before he started bringing Taylor around, he'd casually chat with staff and other patrons. But since their relationship went public in 2023, Travis has had to adjust to the increased attention, even moving into a gated community for more privacy. After all, just look at the scene when the couple visited a restaurant in New Orleans before the Super Bowl. Taylor was literally mobbed as they left the place. A restaurant owner in Kansas City, Rye, recalled a visit from Taylor, Travis, and some of his teammates back in January 2024. Taylor was ushered into a private room, ensuring nobody even knew she was there. It's clear that with all the attention, having a strategy for privacy is crucial. Rumors are swirling that Taylor might even be moving her base to Nashville, which would make trips to see Travis easier. But with their current system in place, Kansas City locals might not even realize anything has changed.
Rita. Rita.
Somebody else who's making some big appearances lately is Joe Alwyn, and honestly, I really don't know how to feel about this. The Academy Awards recently dropped their star-studded lineup of presenters for the 2025 show, and guess who's on the list? Yep, Taylor Swift's ex Joe Alwyn. Now, I know the Oscars are a huge deal, but seeing Joe join the A-list presenters alongside Selena Gomez, Ben Stiller, and Lily Rose Depp has got some Swifties up in arms. For a lot of fans, it's come across as kind of hypocritical. After all, Taylor and Joe reportedly split due to differences in their personalities right after meeting at the 2016 Met Gala. A source even said back then that they've had rough patches before and always worked things out, and people thought they'd just take a break and eventually come back together, but that didn't happen. Now fans are calling out Joe for what feels like a flip-flop move. You know, when he was dating Taylor, he was all about staying out of the spotlight and being private. He even made statements saying he hated the idea of turning his personal life into a commodity. So when he starts popping up everywhere, like at the Oscars, fans are, let's say, not thrilled. One fan even wrote, "Who? I thought he didn't like being the center of attention." Another commented, "Wasn't he all about being off the grid when they were together, but now he's everywhere?" Of course, this reaction has some people accusing fans of taking things a bit too far. One commenter shot back saying, "Maybe it's time to move on? This was a relationship between two adults you aren't close friends with." Still, it's hard to deny that Taylor's exes have been getting some serious attention from her fan base. And it's not always in a nice way. Remember when Jake Gyllenhaal was practically bullied after a 10-minute version of All Too Well dropped? But hey, regardless of the past drama, Taylor seems to be doing just fine these days with her new man, Travis. They may have had a tough Super Bowl showing, but a source has spilled that despite everything, they're still super happy together, and their romance is going strong. So while Joe might be grabbing attention at the Oscars, Taylor's got a pretty solid future ahead with Travis. But while their exes may be causing whispers, Jason Kelce is shining a spotlight on the Taylor Swift effect when it comes to Travis. We've all known Travis for his fun-loving, larger-than-life personality, but it seems like he's gone through a serious transformation recently. And according to his brother Jason, Taylor's been a pretty big part of that change. On the Fitz and Wit podcast, Jason opened up about how much his brother has shifted in the past year and a half, and let's just say it hasn't gone unnoticed. Jason admitted it's been staggering, honestly, as he reminisced with Ryan Fitzpatrick about the old Travis, who, by the way, used to have a basketball hoop in his living room and a pool table, but no couches. Yep, the ultimate bachelor pad vibe. Jason didn't hold back when describing Travis back in the day either, calling him a real-life Peter Pan. He was like Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, Jason joked, clearly loving the carefree spirit of his younger brother. But when asked if Travis is finally embracing adulthood, Jason didn't hesitate to say, for sure, it's changing. You get people in your life that maybe get that out of you, and that's a good thing.
The last time I was at his house was 3 years ago. Yep. I'm going to ask a little bit about furniture and maybe just how much he's grown up in the last 3 years. And a pool table. I don't think he had any couches.
He never grew up. Like he was like Peter Pan, like the Lost Boys.
Is he growing up now, then?
For sure. It's a good thing.
That are worth changing for.
It's changing. And I think that sometimes, you get people in your life that maybe get that out of you. And he's still, though, got that youthful enthusiasm. I think he'll kind of always have that. It's just part of his personality. And he's a free spirit in the best possible way.
Yes, he is.
You can't help but just love the guy.
Yeah, he's clearly talking about Taylor without saying her name. Despite these changes, Jason assured fans that Travis hasn't lost his signature spark. He's still got that youthful enthusiasm, Jason said. Anyone that's ever met Trav, you can't help but just love the guy. He's a free spirit in the best possible way. So even though Travis is growing up, he's not losing that fun energy we all know and love.
Yeah, he had these couches, and they were like, it was like green velvet, like over-the-top couches.
I could see that with him.
What are these couches? Oh, it's an Italian designer. They made them.
Yeah, let's call them $100,000 a piece.
And I'm like, Travis, this thing is not retaining it. He said it's an investment. I came back maybe 6 months after that. I'm like, why'd you move the couch? And he goes, and one of the couches is like pushed up against the wall, pulls the couch back. He had just got a puppy. The puppy had chewed a hole in the back of it.
He had a mural of himself that somebody had given him, and he was like a little embarrassed about, but...
Since their relationship got serious, Travis made some big moves, like buying a massive 17,000 square foot mansion in Kansas City in October 2023. It's got everything: a waterfall, a swimming pool, and even a mini golf course, all tucked away in a gated community for some much-needed privacy. Their relationship seems to be stronger than ever, and even though the Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl, they've got each other's backs. Now, they're both unwinding, and if Jason's any indication, Travis is stepping into a whole new chapter of his life, one that's very different from the bachelor pad days. Kylie Kelce, on the other hand, is causing some serious speculation by dropping a bombshell about her marriage instead. And nope, Jason Kelce is not her emergency contact. The 32-year-old expectant mom got real about her choice of emergency contact in a recent podcast, and it's definitely not who most people might assume. My husband is not my emergency contact. I know, earth-shattering, Kylie said, before explaining that her mom holds the coveted spot. Why? Well, it turns out Jason gets bombarded with so many random calls, it's like a non-stop phone party. He gets so many random people calling him, Kylie laughed. It is insane how many people call him from random phone numbers. Apparently, Jason's not answering unless he knows the number, and Kylie's just not taking any chances if an emergency were to happen. I have full faith, she assured her listeners, adding that if her mom ever rang Jason in an emergency, he would pick up the phone without question. Honestly, it's a solid point. Still, Kylie made it clear she trusts Jason to handle everything if it came down to it. She just wants to be sure the call actually gets answered. The Kelces, who tied the knot in 2018, share 3 adorable daughters, Wyatt, Elliot, and Bennett. And in November 2024, they announced they're expecting baby number 4. Life's busy, but Jason and Kylie are all about making time for family, even if it means juggling packed schedules. We don't travel as much with the girls, Jason shared with People. We go back and forth because we want them to travel and experience things. At the same time, they're so young. And yes, Disney trips are a must. When we're around, we try and we watch movies sometimes, which we know that they enjoy, he added, because what's family life without a little magic and movie time? Anyway, looks like Kylie's got her priorities straight, even if Jason's phone isn't always one of them. Join us next time.